Hello everybody, this is Naya and this is the final part of our Linux program for Intro to Linux. Now this is a slideshow which will be provided in a PDF for you to go over what we have just learned. And for the final part, this will explain the file hierarchy standard system. Now nearly all Linux distributions are compliant with this universal standard for file system directory structure. The FHS defines clearly determined directories for different purposes. The / symbol is used to indicate the root directory in the file system defined by the FHS. When a user logs into the shell, they'll be brought to their own directory in / home. Also, the FHS defines / home as containing the home directory for regular users because default common sense locations are provided for many kinds of files. Organization of files for different purposes is simplified. Now for permissions on a system with multiple accounts, it determines on whoever is allowed to interact with with what files are important. Linux supports Unix style file system permissions, which restricts who can read and write certain files. The permissions are expensive and found topics discussed in detail in our permissions article. And finally, a culture of learning. So far, this guide only serves to teach you the basics of toddling around a Linux environment. But finding your way in a Linux environment requires dedication and a curious mindset, which I've obviously described. When you have a question about how to accomplish a task, there are several avenues of instructions you can go to. First and foremost, Google and DuckDuckGo are invaluable sources. Odds are that if you have a question, many others may have already asked it and had their questions answered. Your immediate instinct should be to look for the answer through those search engines. When your question has to do with any Linux command, the manual pages offer detailed and insightful documentation for nearly every single command. To see the man pages for any command, you type in man and then command. For instance, man rm. This will display the purposes of rm, how to use it, and what purposes are available to use it, and moreover, useful information. Gaining the information you seek is an essential skill which will sustain your Linux career for as long as you stay devoted to a time of learning. In conclusion, Linux can be somewhat foreign and confusing, but with practice and a little know-how, it'll be like using PC or Mac. I'd like to thank you for having me do Intro to Linux. Here are the resources, and this PDF will be available for research. So this is Naya from DoSpace. Take care.